We have been getting a ton of questions from people who are working on their 2020 tax returns about their stimulus checks. Now, most people think that those are not taxable and are wondering why questions about it are showing up on their 2020 tax forms. So in this video, we'll give you some answers about that and help to clarify a few things. So Corey, you are an accredited tax advisor. So can you tell us, first of all, are these stimulus checks taxable?
So the income received from the stimulus checks is not taxable for federal income tax returns.
So why are people being asked about it on their 2020 tax returns?
Well, Amber, the reason that the government is asking about the stimulus on your 2020 tax returns is because they want to make sure that they paid you the correct amount. In some cases, they may have underpaid an individual for the stimulus, and that individual can now claim any deficit owed by the government.
So then why are people who were paid a stimulus check in January of 2021 being asked to report that on their 2020 tax return?
It's not confusing at all, right? You get a payment in January 2021 that you need to report on your 2020 tax return. Again, the government sees it as one stimulus payment. So they want to see if you got enough under the first stimulus and enough under the second. The first stimulus in 2020 was $1,200 per adult, $500 per child. In January 2021, it was just $600 per person. So they're just making sure again that they paid the correct amount under both scenarios, and now is the time to report it.
Okay, so what are some examples of those who maybe were underpaid?
Well, perfect question, Amber. I have two brothers who both had children born in 2020. So those two families were both shorted because the latest information the government had was from the prior year, which showed they had fewer children. So in each one of those situations, they both will collect an extra $1,100 in underpayment from the stimulus for last year and for January 2021.
Okay, so now they're talking about a third stimulus that is supposed to come out who knows when.
Well, we're thinking March 2021, they're saying.
Maybe March, okay. So what do we need to know about that?
We are expecting, Amber, it's going to be the same type of situation where it should be tax-free income, and we're probably going to have to make up for it on our 2021 taxes next year.
Okay, but not something we need to worry about for our 2020 taxes.
No, but here's a couple of tips I will say. I have 2 or 3 clients who made more money in 2020 than they did in 2019. And so to keep their stimulus checks from being reduced, they're waiting to file until the third stimulus hits. But the other example of my 2 brothers who had children born, they wanted to file their returns right away to collect what was owed for last year and to let the government know on the stimulus this year, the third stimulus in March, that, hey, we had more kids, send us a bigger check. So if you've got changes from 2019 to 2020, figure out with your tax advisor really what is the best time to file, whether you want to hold off on filing because you made more money or you want to jump to the front of the line and file right away because you had a change in events. Maybe you made less money or you had children.
So to keep up to date with all of these tax changes and the latest in retirement planning, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
Amber, 2020 was a crazy year. We started doing these videos to keep people updated. Every single week they kept changing the rules of the game. So be sure to subscribe so you're always having the latest information to make good decisions, because you can make the rest of your life the best of your life.
Plan now to retire happy.